Hello folks and welcome back. On this episode we're going to show you how to keep your Casita RV water system fresh and clean and ready to use. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. For years, we used a different water filter system and cleaning system for our trailer, and we've covered that in past videos. But I ran across the owners of this company, Clear 2.0, and they explained their system to me, and we decided to switch over to it because I think it's a better system, and I think it's safer for your trailer. We'll cover everything that we use from Clear 2.0 in this video, but the first thing we're going to do is flush our water system, and we're going to use their Tank Fresh here to do that. We're going to take our water filter system here and we're going to use it to fill our tank and to also put the correct amount of tank flush into our tank. The way we did that is first thing we did is actually remove the filter from our system, and then we're going to actually put the recommended amount of tank flush into that cartridge, screw it onto the filter, and fill our tank, which is going to basically put our tank flush in our tank and mix it at the same time. Now the bottle on the back tells you all the instructions of how to do the flush of your system, so it's readily available. There's no question about it if you just follow their instructions. And you can see here from the door being open, we have the larger tank on the Casita, and the bottle tells you to put one whole bottle per 100 gallons. Well, seeing how we're right at a little less than 30 gallons on our tank, we're basically going to use a third of a bottle. So we'll pour a third of a bottle into the blue container that our filter normally goes in, screw that onto our system, and then we'll hook it up to our trailer and start putting water in. Now you notice on our system, I actually use the drain. I put a valve on the drain, and I also put a hose connector on the drain because it fills the tank a lot faster when you're doing it that way. We actually have our tank full now and even have some water coming out of the vent. So let's go ahead and start flushing our system. Now Clear 2.0 does state that it's not required to bypass your water heater, but I don't like any kind of cleaning agent in mine. This one is a non-bleach, so it shouldn't affect your water heater. But I'm going to go ahead and bypass mine because I do flush it on a regular basis and I do know it's clean. Now to flush, first thing we do is turn our water pump on. And then I've got the cold water on here to get all the air out of the system. And now you can see the foam coming out, which is the flushing solution. Now that I know the cold line's good, I'll turn the hot water line on and flush it till I get a good foam out of it. Then we'll go to the bathroom. We'll do the same thing in the bathroom. We'll turn it on till we get a foam out of the hot water. There's our foam, and then we'll do the same for the cold water. And then the last thing we want to do is the toilet. Now it's hard to see the foam when you do the toilet, but you can smell the flushing solution coming through. So I just ran it till I got a good whiff of the flushing solution coming through, and then turned around and stopped with it. Now don't forget to do your shower head too. You need to run this through your shower head so that it can clean it also. Now once you have the solution in all of your pipes, go ahead and just turn your pump off. And from here, you're just going to let it sit for 30 minutes is what the bottle recommends. So once we have it set for 30 minutes, then we'll go ahead. And what I do at this point, this is a good time to go check all of your plumbing. You've got 30 minutes to kill here. I look at every connector on my plumbing system, including these right here on the water pump, because those are well known for leaking. I've already had to replace the gaskets on mine. But go ahead and check everything else in your system. Look underneath your bed if you've got this set up. Check all the water lines there. I'm not going to be able to show you underneath the sink and all because I have to actually lay down and crawl up there to see all of it with light, flashlight, and I can't do that to hold the camera. And then you want to also come in here and you want to check the connections that you have in your closet here. And it's a good time to inspect for any leaks. And then once the solution's been in your system for 30 minutes, you're going to go ahead and drain your tank. I put my filter cartridge back into my Clear 2.0 filter and then refill your tank with fresh water. And after the tank was filled, I went ahead and flushed the entire system again. And this time I ran it until I got clear water with no foam. Now we're going to go ahead and put our system back to normal operation. First thing I did was obviously open up the bypass for my water heater. And then the second thing we're going to do is put our freshwater treatment in our tank. And this is going to be a treatment, it's 1 ounce per 20 gallons. So I usually put about 20 gallons. I don't fill my tank full when we're traveling. So I go ahead and put 1 ounce of this down the rear filler cap of my trailer where you normally fill your tank, and then put my water in that way, and that helps mix it up. Then the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the shock treatment that they have for the system. And this is basically if you're out camping and you go into a campground and they've got really nasty water that stinks or whatever, you can shock your system. The instructions are on the back, and this will clean your system up for you. And the final thing we're going to talk about is the filtration system from Clear 2.0. This is the cartridge that goes inside the filter I showed you a minute ago. And the nice thing about this cartridge is it is replaceable. It's a 10 micron pre-filter and then a 5 micron carbon filter underneath that. And the carbon filter in this is unique in that it's a solid block of carbon, whereas most filters are a granular. So this will give you a better cleaning and filtration system than you would get with the granular. And then when you're not using the system, all you're going to do is take the blue portion off of your filter, take your cartridge out of your filter and let everything dry out good. And then once it's all dried out good, just put it in a cool, safe place to store it. And then from there, you'll have a nice filter that's ready to go next time you go camping. Well, we want to tell you we appreciate you watching and thank you very much for your support. We would highly recommend you check out the Clear 2.0 systems if you're looking for water purification and cleaning in your trailers. We've used it for a while now, and we definitely think it's a good system, and we're very happy with how it does. So with that being said, we'll see you in the campground.